saved 3,000 Jewish souls. 3,000 from the clutches of the Nazis. 3,000. Maybe more. Maybe less. They say, Rabbi, aren't you pleased you saved so many? Pleased? I should have saved more. I should have saved more.
Rabbi Solomon Schonfeld. Solly to his close friends, the Rav to his congregation. Londoner, tall, blue eyes, very orthodox, a man with a mission. Pikuach nefesh, the duty to save a person's life. Pikuach nefesh. That duty burned within Rabbi Solomon Schonfeld.
I came to England from Germany on the 10th November 1938, the day of Kristallnacht, the mass pogrom against the Jews. I was lucky, got out just before that terrible day. I went to see Rabbi Schonfeld at his home in North London. I wanted to ask him how I can now live my new life. He was reading the newspaper. The pogrom was all over the front pages. He was stricken, pale. He had a plate of unfinished food in front of him. He couldn't eat. He could only talk about one thing.
What can I do? What must I do? Schonfeld? It was my old friend Julius Steinfeld from the Vienna community, that stricken and terrified community.
Rabbi Schonfeld.
Yeah.
We have hundreds of Jewish kids here in Vienna. Orphans. Their parents killed in the pogrom or sent away to camps. Please, please help. Help in any way you can. It is most urgent. Help the children. The fathers have been arrested. Their mothers in hiding. Their Haida, their school, their shul, all destroyed. Help us, Rabbi Schonfeld.
Schonfeld could not rest. Jewish children in danger. He had to do something. He went directly to the Home Office. That was Rabbi Schonfeld's way. Don't wait for committees, don't wait for protocol. Knock on any door for help. He badgered a contact at the Home Office.
Rabbi Schonfeld, we are aware of the terrible things happening to the Jews in Germany, but we are unable to help. Domestic affair, I'm afraid.
Rabbi Schonfeld? He could never take no for an answer, but he did have a plan. What a plan. He would immediately take 300 Jewish children from Vienna. How, you might ask? Well, he'd look after them himself. The Jewish community would rise to the challenge.
300 children? How? Where? Who will look after them? How will they get to London?
I have 2 Jewish schools in London, and both are empty at the moment. It was the Hanukkah holidays. I will fill them full of camp beds. There's easily room for 250.
And the other 50? Where will they stay?
Easy. They will stay in our house. We have a very large house. My mother would be only too happy to look after the poor little mites.
And so, Rabbi Schonfeld contacted his friend in Vienna. Draw up a list for those 300 children. Send me their names, and my friend at the Home Office will prepare visas for them. So the names were sent within a day, and the rabbi's friend from the Home Office stayed up past midnight to process their names and to prepare special entry visas for them. The next morning, the rabbi went to the Home Office, collected the documents, posted them to Vienna, and within days, those 300 orphans were on a train to London.
He did everything. Dealt with the Nazis, organized the trains, organized adults to accompany the frightened children on their way to England. And in the meantime, the rabbi told a team of volunteers to go house to house to collect beds, clothes, food, and donations.
Of course, we will give what we can. How can we say no to Rabbi Schonfeld? You couldn't say no to him. No was not in his vocabulary. And they came. Orthodox children from Vienna, 300 of them. Some strapping teenagers, others tiny tots, alone, adrift, terrified. But Solly Schonfeld took them in as a father, a loving father.
This was just the beginning.
700 Jewish children came on the rabbi's personal kindertransport. Rabbi Schonfeld, your kindertransport.
European rabbis, scholars, teachers, and their families, each escaping the Nazi hell thanks to you. Your passion, your good heart, and your chutzpah.
Persuading the Home Office to give 200 visas to German Jewish scholars, needed, you said, to make tzitzit in Britain. You told them no one in this country could do the job.
And after the war, a ship full of Jewish orphans from Poland to England, all your doing.
Rabbi Solomon Schonfeld, you were a light in darkness.
Burning bright with pikuach nefesh.
You saved so many. 3,000 Jewish souls.
I should have saved more. I should have saved more.